all of you. Welcome to the Alumni webinar. The topic of our today's Alumni webinar is a connected enterprise with the Microsoft ecosystem. So I am inviting you, the Rifaka Jumani, the speaker of our today's webinar for the same. So I'll just give you the little introduction about the Rifaka Jumani. So he is the Parul University alumni student, the class of 2011. Okay, and right now he's working as a senior solution engineer in the Investis Digital. So Rifakat, welcome to today's webinar. So you can begin with your webinar.
Yes, thank you so much, Umang sir. And it's really nice to have a get together with my Parulites again. Uh, after such a wonderful experience at Parul University. Oh, I'm saying this honestly. So, uh, it's really nice to see everybody here. So, all right. So, Uman sir has given a brief introduction about me, my background as well. Okay. Uh, I will once again try to, turn on my camera if it's working. I know you guys probably would be feeling that, to whom you are guys talking to. Okay. Let me know if somebody can see me on camera. I think I had some issues with the camera. It's locking me again and again. No. Okay, no problem. I'll share my screen again. So unfortunately, we guys would not be able to see each other. But yes, as I was saying, that uh, I had a wonderful experience at Park University, and now is the time where I contribute something to my institute back and to the fellow juniors that the university has, right. Talking about me, I completed my computer science engineering from Parul Institute of Technology in the year 2015, and I was the part of the batch 2011. And after that, I started working in Mumbai in Exidia Kali Solutions Private Limited. I was already placed in the Larsen and Toubro L&T technology services from Parul campus basement itself. But due to the they had the policy of putting some employees on the bench and then they hire them. So as there was a little bit of gap, I just jumped to the another company in Mumbai, and I started working there. And uh, uh, while learning and learning new things, I actually found it something very exciting in my career, and that is what I'm presenting today. It's about the enterprise and enterprise technologies. Okay. I'm right now working as a senior solutions engineer as at Investors Digital, as Umang sir mentioned. But I always had a passion to have my own startup as well. So I researched into something, and I'm still researching into an area where I'm getting to learn a lot of things, and as well as I'm benefiting my clients as well. So I call my startup as High Honest. I registered it with the government of India as well. Okay, as since I am having the clients now, and it's going pretty good. So uh, before we jump into ahead the next slide, I would like to make it a little bit interesting for you guys as well. Can anybody explain me what is an enterprise? Anybody? Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Is there anyone? Guys, at least wave your hand or show your hand. I know I can't be on a camera right now because my device is working weird today. Hello, hello. I can see Adil Khan, I can see Anupama, I can see Umang. Okay, Adil Khan, can you unmute yourself and introduce yourself, please?
Yes, sir. Hello, I'm Adil Khan, and I am from PIT CSE, and I completed my MTech from National Institute of Technology, Bhopal.
Okay, good, right. Anybody else want to, have a word here? See, knowledge shared is the best knowledge gained, actually, you know. And if you try to, come ahead and talk, okay, this is definitely going to benefit all of us. It is going to be an interactive session in that case. I don't want you people just to, listen. I think somebody else. I can see Kia Patel. Patel. If you are able to hear me, can you please introduce yourself? Nirali, Kia. All right. Okay. Yes. Yes. Uday Polu. Hi. Okay. Uh, all right. So let's continue with the discussion. Uh, I would definitely like to go back to my question, and my question was, according to you, what is an enterprise? Okay. So basically, an enterprise is the is a set of goals or the set of people who work towards the same or a single objective or the aim, right? So in that particular case, you can consider an enterprise. Any organization can be an enterprise. Let's suppose an example. Zomato is an enterprise. Swiggy is an enterprise, and every enterprise has to go through the various modules or the various things in their various pipeline processes, you can say, during their uh, their entire operations. Okay, it can be the sales management, it can be the marketing management, it could be the service management, right? So basically, I Honest was introduced by me in the year 2019, and I was researching on something that is KPMG is already doing. Okay, you guys might have heard about the company called as KPMG. So what we do is we provide the enterprise technology consulting and integration solutions. Okay, what I do and what is my research on. My research is on two things: capture, nurture, and win, and the another aspect is the connected enterprises. Okay, so what is capture, nurture, win? So let's suppose, for example, you have a business, okay, and you do the marketing of your business. So whatever marketing you do and the output that comes to you back, okay, would be in the form of the leads. Okay, leads are basically what they are: your potential prospects, or you can say your potential customers. Okay, suppose I'm selling something for $50,000. Okay, maybe a car or a motorbike. So if I'm doing marketing of it on Instagram, suppose, or TikTok. Okay, I know it's banned, but in other countries it's still active. So if I'm doing the marketing for it, and people, those who shows interest into it, should be captured into a systematic and an organized application software. That is where the CRM comes into the picture, or the Microsoft Dynamics environment comes into the picture. Similarly, I have the another research as well that is going on, that is for the connected enterprises. Well, connected enterprises are basically what that is the way where the sales, marketing, and the service team are so tightly integrated that within the same organization they can view that data and they can take the necessary action, or they can necessarily do their activities. So for these things, but there's one of the tool available in the market which has been widely known as Microsoft Dynamics 365. Okay, it is like in the market since last I believe 20 years plus. Okay, so this tool is basically that helps you to do all the aspects of your sales, marketing, and the services thing. Now this is purely an engineering thing, and I can demo you about it, that how this works. Give me 1 second. And why engineers are needed into it. Okay, so I will use another account. So it is very costly product. Okay, so this is basically implemented. So you need to first host this. It can be hosted either on premises, or it can be hosted online as well. Okay, and based on that, your customers might come to you with the customizations that they want to see, or they want to probably have in their system. We are logging into it. In the meantime, is there anybody who would like to say something while it's loading the page? Or maybe he or she wants to introduce him or herself. I hear a pin drop silence. Oh, it's still loading. So sometimes you know this is the instance of one of my interns. Okay. uh, I did not wanted to come with my own instance because I have some data privacy issues. So uh, this is something you are going to see now. It's loading. Can you guys see my screen? Can somebody please confirm if you guys can see my screen?
Yes, Rifat, we can see your screen.
Okay, right. So, welcome to the world of Microsoft technologies. Okay, what you are seeing right now is very difficult to be to for anybody to get this instance. Okay, you need to understand the whole architecture behind it. Okay, and trust me, this is like a revolution in the IT industry. Okay, definitely you will when you guys go to the fourth year of engineering, you will learn enterprise resource planning, ERP. Okay, CRM is very tightly integrated with ERP system. Okay, and it has basically the purpose to serve the sales, marketing, and the services to the customers. Okay, you can see on the left hand side panel. Okay, you might be saying there are menus over here: accounts, contacts, leads, opportunities, competitors. Okay, you have your codes, orders, invoices, products. Okay, you have your marketing things over here as well, right? And you have your service team who can work upon the cases. From the below you can see I can change the more layouts. Okay, I can customize this every single thing. Okay, and trust me, right now in the America, in if I talk to you guys, like why this is one of the very interesting area of research and the development. Because if you guys work upon this particular technology, then the minimum salary, okay, right now, that the American companies give to Indians, okay, I'm talking about the Indians, okay, is $60,000 per year. Is $60,000 per year, which is like $5,000 dollar per month. And you guys are enough smart to like multiply it by 75 right now, the dollar rate. Okay, and you can imagine what is the salary. Okay, so there is a plenty of opportunity for you to grab from this particular session. Okay, uh, I'm showing you the live demo right now. Okay, so what happens basically when we are into a business? Okay, we get the leads. Okay, so I'll give you a brief introduction of the sales pipeline. Okay, so leads are basically nothing but they are your a kind of contact. Okay, through which you might get a business out of it, right? So over here, if you see that I don't have any leads right now. Okay, but suppose for example, let's simplify it in a very simple manner, and let's say that I'm having a business of cycle shop. Okay, so if I'm a solution provider to the a bicycle manufacturing company. Okay, you can see how it has been customized here. Okay, it has a various tabs in the top section. Okay, so suppose somebody comes to me. Okay, that I am interested uh, for Firefox cycle. Okay, Firefox is one of the brand and my favorite cycle. So okay, which I have it. So let's suppose somebody says that I'm interested to buy into the Firefox cycle, but my budget is uh, with up to 10,000 Indian rupees. Okay. So I as a a marketing person, I have feeded this information into the system. Okay. And then I can just put down note down the name of that person so that I can contact that person again. Okay. So let's say uh, like the person name is ABC. Okay, and the last name is Shah. Okay. And I can also put its email address and phone number, because without that, obviously I would not be able to contact him or her again. Okay, so I can put the phone number here. Okay. And I can put his or her email ID. Right. I can also mention in which company that person works. Okay, if it is required. Okay. And if not, I can just simply save this particular lead. Now I have a lead in my CRM system. Okay. Named ABC Shah. Okay. And I can also mention what is the lead source, from where did I get that lead. The lead can come from the various stages of the sales pipeline. It can come from the advertisement, it can be the referral, it can be the partners, it can be the public relations, it can be the seminar, trade shows, web, word of mouth, etc. I'm so sorry. So I can select the lead source. Let's say the lead came to me through an advertisement. Okay. I can save this record again. So after that, what happens? Okay, now this is the responsibility of the marketing person. Okay, after that, what will happen? The sales team will come, and based on the information, if they think that there is something near to 10,000 Indian rupees in the Firefox cycles. Okay, they will qualify this lead and perform various activities on top of this. What activities they can perform? They can simply send an email to this person. Okay. If they click on this email, an email will be shoot to this particular lead. Okay. And you can inform the lead that we have a Firefox cycle in your range, so you can come and visit us. Right. So if I click on email, it will shoot an email window. So if you see here, like you can write your email. Okay. And you can send it from the system itself. Okay. So I'm right now just giving you a functional overview of the CRM system. Furthermore, I'm going to show you how to technically make this changes or implementation. It's a huge thing. It's not something you can do in an hour or in a day, not even in a month. Okay. But as I said, you can uh, learn as much as you can. So I clicked on this qualify button. Okay, so salesperson, what he or she will do, he will qualify this particular lead, and you will see an opportunity would be generated automatically through it. Okay. And you will see this is an opportunity now. It looks same, but it is not same. Okay, you are going through the various sales pipeline stages. Okay, you are going from the qualification, then you are actually developing your particular customer. Okay, then you are proposing the customer with your code. Okay, and then you are closing the deal. So quickly see this is very interesting. Okay. And this is going to definitely help you in your academics as well further. So if you will see here, after qualification, I have my lead. Okay. Now what I can add my products over here, right? That this particular opportunity is for what product? Okay. What is the product that my customer is willing to buy? Okay. So for that reason, I need to select the price list first. Okay. Based on the various price list. Okay. I will select the US bill rate price list, okay, and I can add a product against it, okay. As since I work in the US and UK, US and UK companies, okay, I don't have an Indian price list, okay. I can add my product from here, okay. If it's not available, I can add a new product as well, okay. I can create a product. I can say this is Firefox cycle, okay. I can every product has an ID, so I can say it was 100, and I can put a unit group over here. So I will put the default unit and primary unit, okay. And these are the decimals supported for the it is used for the quotation or the billing or invoicing that you do, right? So you can see I had an existing product, okay. So I can say writing product it is, and writing product is specified over here, right? And what is the price of that particular unit? Let's say this is going to be in dollars, but you can consider here it as 10,000. And how much is the quantity? So one is the quantity, okay. This all computations, taxation, okay, the total amount, the application of the discount can all be done automatically. You don't need to put these numbers, okay. You can derive it all from the price list itself, okay. So this product has been added to this particular opportunity, okay. And if you see here, here is the Firefox cycle that we were talking about, right? And now once I have the product added, okay, so I can go to the quotation and I can send the code to my customer, okay. So I can click on new code, okay, and it will automatically fetch the product that we had added along with the information about the discount and the taxation, okay. See, it generated the quotation for this particular customer. You can see the product is here, right? Okay. Now you might be thinking that, hey, this is all happening automatically, but no, it's not like that. I have customized it in this manner. I have not done a coding for this thing, but I have customized it. Okay, so I'll show you what do I mean by the customization. Okay, so I can check the quotation here. If I want to apply some discount, let's say I want to, on top of this 10,000, if I want to give a discount of 10%, okay, I can apply it over here, okay. And I can save this particular code. So you can see the total amount changed to 9,000. Obviously that 1,000 was deducted as a discount, okay. And let's not go into this. I can probably check more details of this, or I can perform more actions with this particular lead, okay. And you can see the code is ready and it can be sent to the to the customer. So you need to activate the code, okay. And you can see that you can export this code to PDF and you can attach it in an email and send it to your customer, okay. So all these buttons, whatever you see, have been designed, have been customized, okay. It does not comes automatically, okay. We need to design it in such a manner so that we can carry out our operations, okay. So you can see this code has been generated over here, right. It has nothing, but it has the information that your Firefox cycle is will cost you this much, okay. And this is your total amount, okay. I know it might not be visible, but you can see here that this is the code created, right. It has been automatically generated. You can either download it, email it, or save to the system itself, okay. You can print it as well and give it to the customer in hand, right? And this is what the big companies do. Okay, so once this is done and the customer agrees to buy the product at the quoted price, you create a sales order, right? So once you create the sales order, okay, you need to specify the spaces, specify the reason why are you creating a code. Was this why are you creating an order? It is because your code was successfully implemented. That's why you are trying to, the customer agreed on your quotation, right? That's why you won, or you can specify other actions as well. Okay, and you want to close the opportunity, you will say yes. Okay, and it's done. So in this manner, what will happen, and further going, your invoice will get generated, and your business will able to track each and every sales that has happened from your business, right? So you can see, this is the final bill, okay, that we give it to the customer. Okay, which is like, that is the confirmation that you have paid us this money. So once the order is fulfilled, okay, right, I can mark this order as fulfilled. Okay, I can say when it was fulfilled, and I can say it was paid. Okay, I click on fulfill button. Okay, so after that, the quote will be, the order will be marked as fulfilled. You can see the status change to fulfilled, and you can see that I can create an invoice from this particular order and give it to the customer as the final entry. On top of this, people will be able to, get the data points, what was sold, how was sold. Okay, I can also confirm that invoice was paid or not. I can confirm the invoice as well, right? So I will say invoice was paid. Okay, I will say it completed invoicing. Okay, and you will see the invoice was marked as paid. Okay, so this is one of the flow. You can see that $9,000 were paid. Okay, and the process has completed. And what were the products? You can see it was a Firefox cycle. Okay, and you can see it has all the necessary information, like what was the currency, what was the price list used, what was the amount initially, how much was the discount given. Okay, you can see all these things as well. You can do the shipment and all the other stuff as well that Amazon does, right? So you can see that you can specify the shipment information as well. Okay, you can specify the address of that particular lead. Okay, and you can see on the right hand side what was the opportunity, what was the contract. Okay, between the customer and the lead, and you can see the name of the customer as well over here, right? Okay, so if this makes sense, we can go ahead into some technical aspects of this thing. So any questions so far? It's an open thing, you can ask any questions that you have. I'll wait for 1 minute or maybe 30 seconds. Anybody has any questions, doubts?
There is no questions from the viewer side.
Okay, yeah. All right. So let's move ahead. Now I'll show it to you, the engineering behind it. Okay, as I had said, it's a huge platform. Okay, which you can customize it, you can develop it. Okay, you have to have 4 skills. Okay, if you want to be a dynamic CRM developer. Okay, the first skill that you need to have is the understanding of the .NET version 4.5 and above. Okay, .NET framework version 4.5 and above. Okay. Second thing that you need to be knowing is the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay. The third thing, the most important thing that you should be knowing is you should be knowing about what is an enterprise, what are the enterprise technologies. Okay, what does an enterprise do, what are the different modules in the enterprise, functional aspects of the enterprise and its operations. Okay. So it can be the sales, marketing, service, etc. Right. So on top of this, if you see here, let's say, okay, okay, how did I navigate it to here? I clicked on this settings icon. Okay, I clicked on this advanced settings. Okay, now I'm coming here. Okay, to the part where the engineers work. Okay, well, from where the engineers make the changes. Okay, this layouts, this configurations. Okay, so there is a portion called as solutions is nothing but this is the bundle of the customizations that you create, okay, in your application, right? So uh, I will create one quick solution for you guys, and I will call it as a demo solution. I will save the solution. And now in this, I can bring up all the entities that you are seeing outside. Okay. So I can add existing entity or I can create a new entity as well. Okay. But we won't be creating a new entity. We are going to add an existing entity. Okay. I will bring the leads entity over here. I will be doing search. Here is the lead entity. Okay. I will bring all the associations of the lead entity along with this, I mean, inside this solution. So I will add all the assets of this entities and what could be the assets of for an entity. If you think about it in terms of SQL, okay, it is same. What you are seeing right now is a relational database relational database only, but it is in a graphical view. What does a table has? A table has a view. A table could be generated as a chart. A table has various attributes, or you call them as fields. A table might have various keys. Keys are what? It can be the unique key, primary key, foreign keys. Okay. A table can have a relationship within another table, right? What you learn, 1 is to n is to 1, n is to n, right? 1 to 1, 1 to many, many to 1, right? So the fundamentals are exactly same here, exactly same. Just you are seeing it is in the graphical representation. Okay, that Microsoft does not want you to go to the SQL and do all these things. You can do these things now in this modern era. You can do everything from within your system itself, right? So I'm adding the lead entity into my solution. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I want to create a new field inside the lead entity. Okay, so let's say I don't have one of the fields and my customer comes to me, okay, and says that hey, I want to have the field, this particular specific field in my lead form. Okay, so how will I be adding it? And what happened? It is, I think, didn't hang fields. It's not performing an action. Okay, Let me save and close. Let me reopen the solution. Okay. Okay. Now we can see I'm going to the lead form. Okay. And this is my main lead form that you were seeing, okay, outside. Now I'm going to show you the skeleton of this particular lead form that you were seeing outside. So when we were going through the lead process, you were seeing all this information: topic, type, name, okay, job title, email, all these things, information, right? Now suppose you want to add a new particular field on this particular form. Okay. Suppose for example, I want a field called as a, a telephone number. Okay, I know telephone number is already there. Okay, but I wanted it with my custom validations on the telephone number. Okay, so what I can do is I can put over here, uh, just I need to specify the name of that field. I can say uh, uh, telephone number. Okay, and I can mark whether this field is going to be mandatory on the form or not. Okay, I will make it a business required. This means it is a mandatory field, and I can select the data type of this particular field from here. Okay, so I can select what type of this field would be. So I will call it a text field. Okay, and on top of that I can also create this field as the calculated one. Let's not get into it, it's a huge topic again. Okay, and I can say that this field type is for phone or email, or it is just a text, or it is a URL, or what, or it is a ticker symbol. So I will call it as a phone. Okay, and I will do save and close. So what will happen, this particular attribute would be generated in the CRM's entity table. Okay, and sorry again. So and I can place this over here. I can see that particular attribute over here. It's not visible right now because I don't know, it's not loading. uh, let's reload this page, and you will be able to definitely see that particular attribute over here. Now definitely the customer does not come up with such simple requirements. They come up with huge functional changes. Okay, process changes, strategy changes. Okay, so you can see this is not our field, this is not our field. Okay, this is not okay, here is our field, right? So what I can do is, okay, I don't need to write a click action, okay, like we do in the web development, right? I can just simply drag and drop this field over here. Okay, now what if I want to write down a click or on click changes event, or on save changes event for this field? I What we used to do in the .NET technology, it's something similar but not exactly the same. You can see I can just simply go here. I can go to its events. Okay, and I can specify a library or a code for this particular on change event. Okay, of this particular field, right? I can add a control over here for this thing, right? So we are not adding any custom controls right now over here, right? I can save this, and I can publish this. It takes a little bit of time to get published, because when we publish the customizations, this is called as customizing the dynamics environment. Okay, there are various ways There are various things you can do here. Okay, it has been published, right? And now when I go to the lead form again, okay, so these are the views. Okay, so this are going to show you your closed leads as well. Right now we are seeing the open leads, right? So if we want to change it to the closed leads, okay, click on the closed leads. Okay, we had created this. If you guys remember, we had created the ABC Shah as one of the lead, right? So if I go back inside this lead form, you can see here that the telephone field is marked as mandatory and it's blank over here, right? So we added a new attribute to this particular lead entity, okay? And you can probably, when you are going to create now if I try to save this record, though this record is inactive, whenever we mark a record or a lead as close, okay, it gets inactive. Okay, this is an inactive record right now, so you can't make any changes or the system will not give you any error. Suppose if in case I create a new lead, okay, and I don't put that telephone number, it will give me an error. So let's say I put any information here about the customer, and if I don't pass that value, it will say the field is required and must be filled in. So you can see how the time is changing. We did not had to do any kind of code writing over here for this particular validation, right? Just think about the level of coding the people does when they are developing an application with the Microsoft .NET framework, okay, or maybe Microsoft .NET Core as well. So and yes, this was a telephone number field. So if I put a number over here or the digits over here, okay, when I save this record, it will not be saved. It will give me an error prompt. It will do the validation itself. Okay. Another thing is you can directly apply to call from here. Okay. So if you try to call from here, okay, you can make a phone call from here. You can create this activity, and then it can be integrated with your phone device as well, or your Android or iOS as well, through which you can directly call to that particular customer or the lead, right? Okay. So this was a little bit of technical thing that I wanted to demo. As I mentioned, it's a huge thing. Whatever you see here, every single thing, okay, that you see here has been developed. This is the development that I have done, okay, for my demo purposes or for my learning purposes, or you can say my research stuff. Okay, so this is the quick introduction to dynamic CRM. What is more into the dynamic CRM? What is booming in the dynamic CRM or the dynamics Microsoft Dynamics industry? I will definitely highlight about one thing that is booming and is the highest paying jobs right now for the computer science engineers. Okay, it is Power Apps and the Power Automation. Okay, they are the integrated part with the Microsoft Dynamics CRM. Okay, it signed me out because there is a restriction. You can stay signed in for a particular time frame only. So I'll not go inside the Power Apps because it's a huge thing again. Okay, you can see this Power Apps, right? You can see this Power Automate, okay, right? So you can use a Power Automate, okay, in order to, if you want to create let's suppose you want to create a automation and integration. Okay, so you can use the Power Automate for that particular stuff. Okay, it's a huge platform. It's a developers and engineers platform. Okay, right? You can create your automation flows, okay, from here, right? You can see, you can create a flows, okay, and there are the various data points as well that you can manage from here. Just giving you a brief about how Microsoft Dynamics is booming in the IT industry, because it can be integrated with all of these technologies by default. It can be SharePoint, it can be Outlook, it can be OneDrive, Twitter, Dropbox. Okay, this is again a very big concept, Microsoft Dataverse. I can't even explain it in 2 minutes or 5 minutes. Okay, Yammer, Excel, everything. You can see there are almost 499 services pre-inbuilt with the Microsoft Dynamics technology, right? It can be even directly integrated with the SQL server as well, right? So you can base using this all things, okay, you can have uh, your you can carry out your automations, you can create new processes, you can set up new strategies, okay, within your business, within your organization. And you can change what you are seeing right now, right? You can do almost anything with all these things, right? And if we talk about the Power Apps, okay, so Power Apps is nothing but Power Apps is something like this. You can see this is a sales hub, okay. You want to have your custom application, right? Okay, so you can see there are various apps, okay, that Microsoft provides by default, right? You can have your channel integration, you can have connected field service, okay. This all apps serves a different purpose, they all look different, okay. You can have your sales hub, you can have your resource scheduling, okay, you have your project services, okay, right? And if you want to have your own app as well, right, with your own custom views and layouts, okay. Right now the app that you are seeing, okay, is my custom app. So how did I create it? I can create an app with an app designer that comes under the Power Apps thing, okay. But I will just end it over here. I'll not go beyond this, otherwise you guys will bang your head to your laptops and computers, okay. So I think over to you guys. If you have any questions, if you want to ask something, you are free to come up with your questions, doubts, queries, whatever it is. I'm here to answer, okay. So just let me know. I stopped sharing my screen and I'm seeing you guys now. All right, and I just want to convey one more quick information as well. Since you might not have the questions right now, but you stay connected to me, on the PU alumni channel. Okay, I am available there. Okay, I'm registered as a company also. I'm registered as a PU alumni as well, and I'm also connected as the mentorship program, right? So you can probably touch base with me on the PU alumni channel as well. So apart from this, if you guys have any questions or concerns or any queries, just let me know. So or else we can wrap up this call by conclusion. That you can connect with me anytime. I think there was a message. Okay. Okay, yeah, okay, I'll share my email address with you. Give me 1 second. Uh, I can definitely share my email. You can write to me for sure. See, I did not try to be, very much formal with the presentations and all, because honestly speaking, I did not have time to, create a PPT for you guys. Okay, but uh, I try to be more practical than the stuff that you usually do, right? Because my ultimate goal was to demo you this system, okay, and what is the significance of this system, right? So I'm giving you and dropping you my email address now. Rifagat.chumani @ionest.co.in. I have just dropped my email address with you guys, and I'm also sharing my website with you. Okay, you can go through it. Okay, and if you have any questions, you can connect to me from my website as well. So my website is ionest.co.in. Okay, so you can anytime in the from the contact us section, you can connect with me. You can message me on WhatsApp as well using my website. All right. So if everything is good, then I think we can wrap up the call. Oman, over to you.
Yes, Rifakat, we are connecting with the viewer for the questions. So give it me the 5 minutes. I'm collecting the questions from the viewer and just let you know about them.
Yeah, sure, sure, no problem.
Yeah, yes. Yes, Rifakat, there is I think, no questions from the viewer side. So we are concluding our webinar. So thank you so much, Rifakat, for your valuable time over here to give us really a valuable knowledge regarding, and you shared. Okay, so behalf from the Parallel University, I'm also thanking you for the same to be here and to share as a valuable knowledge.
Yes, thank you so much, Oman. It was really my pleasure to be here, and I really wish that people would have gained a little bit from this at least. And they can anytime contact me, connect with me, and uh, there is a lot to learn here. It is I'm doing this since last 6 years now. Still, I feel I don't know anything. So it's huge industry.
Definitely, Rifakat.
Yep, sounds good. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much, Rifakat.
Yep.
So we are concluding our webinar.
All right. Bye, everyone. Thank you.